At its core, cryptocurrency is a new kind of technology. It wasn't built to replace the cash in your wallet or just be another way to pay for things. It was created to solve a deeper problem, one that has existed since the early days of the internet. How can people move value directly between one another online without needing a bank, a payment provider, or any single company to approve and process the transaction? Think about how traditional money works online today. If you want to send money to someone, even with a modern app, there's always a company in the middle. Maybe it's your bank. Maybe it's PayPal, Apple Pay, or something else. That company holds your money, checks if you have enough, approves the transfer, moves the funds, and updates the records for both you and the person you're sending it to. It all feels fast and smooth, but behind the scenes, you're relying entirely on a central system to do the work. You're trusting that system to stay online, keep your information secure, and act fairly. Cryptocurrency changes this completely. Instead of relying on one company to move your money, everything is handled by technology. Specifically, a global network of computers that all work together to keep the system running. When you send cryptocurrency, your transaction is shared across this network. Each computer checks whether the transaction is valid. If it is, they agree to add it to something called the blockchain, a kind of digital ledger or record book that anyone can view, but no one can change. The idea of a ledger is simple. It's just a list of transactions. Who sent what, to whom, and when. With traditional money, that ledger is private. Only your bank can see it. But with cryptocurrency, the ledger is public. It's shared across the entire network, so everyone can agree on what's true. That's what makes it decentralized. There's no single version held in a vault somewhere. Instead, there are millions of identical copies all over the world, constantly being updated and kept in sync. This is what people are talking about when they say blockchain technology. It's just a secure, digital way of recording information, like a notebook that's impossible to edit once something is written down. And every time a new page of transactions is added, it gets sealed and linked to the page before it, forming a chain. Hence the name, blockchain. The blockchain is what makes cryptocurrency possible. It allows people to send, receive, and store value online without needing a company to approve each step. Everything is handled by code and by the network itself, and that opens up an entirely new way to think about money, ownership, and trust. Now, it's important to understand that not all cryptocurrencies are the same. They can serve different purposes, even though they run on the same basic idea of blockchain technology. Some, like Bitcoin, were created to be a store of value. People sometimes call Bitcoin digital gold because the idea isn't necessarily to use it every day to buy coffee. It's more about holding it, saving it, and hoping it grows in value over time. There's a limited supply of Bitcoin. Only 21 million will ever exist. And that scarcity is part of what makes people believe it can hold value over the long term. Other cryptocurrencies focus more on speed and utility. Take Solana, for example. It's designed to process thousands of transactions per second with extremely low fees. That makes it much more practical for payments, apps, and services that need to happen instantly and cheaply. Solana isn't trying to be a store of value like Bitcoin. It's more like a high-speed platform that people can build on. Developers are using it to create things like financial tools, marketplaces, games, and even social media platforms that all run on blockchain. So, while all cryptocurrencies share the same foundation, blockchain technology, they can have very different goals. Some are slow and secure, meant for long-term holding. Others are fast and flexible, built for day-to-day use. Understanding the difference helps you see that cryptocurrency isn't just internet money. It's a growing collection of tools, systems, and ideas, all trying to change how we use the internet and interact with value. That's the basics of cryptocurrency. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for more content.